How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3. We are finally in our next new world, a world that I've so been looking forward to. It is Monstropolis, which is based off of the Disney Pixar film Monsters, Inc. This was another really great world, and just more proof that the people that with Pixar that helped square with these worlds and just everything about the Pixar worlds truly did an amazing and phenomenal job. I was really impressed with Monsters, Inc. And I guess I have a little bit of bias just because I just love night aesthetics with games. I just think it also looks creepy, but also looks cool. But Monstropolis really surprised me. I was a little bit worried just because I was curious about what exactly they were going to do. But I was totally blown away with what we got in this presentation.
Oh. Whoa. What? Donald. Goofy.
And I must admit, I really do like their monster designs a lot.
Well, you both scared me. Whoa.
Seriously? Is this how we blend in here?
That's right. It's about time you got on.
Could you guys take a few steps back? You're giving me the heebie-jeebies.
You take a step back.
Yeah, come on. I think our new look could turn out to be lots of fun.
I was actually surprised. If any of you guys follow Some Call Me Johnny, he kind of made this mention, like, since they're in this world of monsters, originally Sora's design for the original Kingdom Hearts was like a mix of like a tiger of some sort with holding a chainsaw. So I was actually surprised that they wouldn't actually go to that original design. I think that would have been really neat. But I think the design that he has already is totally fine. It looks really, really cool. I like the red hair really like stands out with everything, and I like it.
I think we better investigate.
And the timeline that this takes place after the events of the first movie. So this is in another way, it's like close to a sequel to Monsters, Inc. It's not a prequel like Monsters University, but this is like as close to a sequel as we're ever gonna get. And I gotta say, for what's presented for the story, it's really, really good. And I gotta give props to the voice actors too. It's not John Goodman and I forgot the guy who plays Mike, but they do a pretty good job. However, I think for Boo, I think they just used recycled footage from the movie because she sounds exactly like the movie, like dead serious. I love that jazz music too.
Careful, Sully. If they see the KID...
That's fine. We got nothing to hide.
But you're the CEO. You set the example.
The interactions of how these... God,
Okay, listen.
Pixar just did such a great... And the entire team, too. They did such a great job with the Pixar worlds. I'm so happy. I love coming to Monsters, Inc.
Oh, yeah. A code 835.
Are you trying to scare that little girl?
Yes! I mean, no. We're done with scare power. Nobody's getting scared.
Mike, take it easy.
You should too, Sora. You see? She's happy.
Oh.
I am glad, though, that this world didn't do what I thought it was going to do. It was going to be one of those, like, protect missions like they do in the previous games with protecting, like, the princesses and, like, Minnie and whatnot. Instead, for Boo, there'll be some instances where they'll be unversed. And I guess I kind of spoiled that, but they'll be unversed. And we have to, like, basically just keep on fighting them until her, like, laugh meter fills up.
Come on, Boo. I'm Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, that's definitely recycled footage. I know this movie too well. I love Monsters, Inc. Great movie. If anybody's never seen Monsters, Inc., go see it. It's really good.
I'm Goofy.
Well, my name's Sully, and this is...
Oh, we know. Mike Wazowski, right?
What's the matter, Boo?
Now, you guys have probably realized that this episode is probably one of the shortest I've had. Actually, I can even... Now I'm curious if this is like the shortest episode I've ever recorded for this.
That's not the Heartless's emblem.
I like how they bring back up the history of Birth by Sleep with this, with what Donald and Goofy say.
Might have seen them before.
Well, they aren't friendly.
Stay here.
Nah, technically I had another episode short of this. The reason why this episode is a little bit shorter is because after you complete this world, we have a lot of extra cutscenes that happen right after. So the second part to this world, it's gonna be way longer, just because there are multiple cutscenes that come after you complete the world. I actually almost cut it close to recording, so I had to be really careful about that. Yeah, for those of you that haven't known, in the previous videos, we completed Frozen. That's all done. And I'm using the Frozen Keyblade. It's essentially like the Monsters, Inc. Keyblade that you'll get later in terms of transformation, except for Monsters, Inc., its second transformation is just using more ice, whereas the Monsters, Inc. will use the twin yo-yo feature. But I still think the Frozen Keyblade is pretty good. You know, it's quick with speed, and I really do love that design. It's a really cool design.
Even with those extra pounds you put on.
Actually, I can use this time right now to give you guys a little news update with Kingdom Hearts 3. They're still working on the critical mode, for those of you guys wondering, and the co-director Taya Sue has stated that for this critical mode, making food is going to be very, very important. So you may want to take Donald and Goofy up on those offers whenever they say that there's ingredients, because you're gonna need them.
A while back, the king fought a whole bunch of battles against
But for myself, I probably will not venture into critical mode, just because, again, I like to enjoy my games.
Aqua, Terra, and Ventus?
We need more dependable help than you.
Hey! Still, how come the Unversed are showing up now?
I should be testing your screen power.
Hey, I told you we're through using that! Besides, we have no idea who or what you're talking about.
Oh, you'd really like the king.
Uh-oh!
Protect the order, Sora.
Basically, we've come from far away to get rid of those creatures causing trouble. We're like exterminators?
Just how far away?
As far as you can imagine.
Okay, let's just say we buy all that. Are those creeps dangerous?
Extremely.
They sure gave Boo a scare.
Again, it was really nice to see, you know, especially for Kingdom Hearts 3, having all of, like, the old enemies come back from previous games, you know. I mean, granted, the Heartless and Nobodies were a given, but to have the Unversed back, and I think this was the perfect world to bring them back in, especially with how the story works.
Long story, but Boo's from another world, and we gotta send it back there to keep us safe.
Okay, then. We're gonna help you.
What?
Well, the Unversed might try to cause more trouble. So, we want to come along.
Great.
Another handshake, just like in Toy Story.
We could use a couple of exterminators around here.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'm really glad we didn't have to do any, like, defend Boo missions. Otherwise, I really would have hated this world. But they don't do that, so I'm happy. So essentially, for Monstropolis, I mean, we're actually... See, okay, we're not actually going to be visiting Monstropolis. We're really just exploring the Monsters, Inc. factory. But, I mean, I get why they had to call it that. But everything about exploring the factory is really cool, because everything is different. Nothing is the same. And I kind of mentioned this in the end of my previous video, how this world, I get kind of like an Arkham Asylum vibe. And I think where this episode ends and the second episode pick up, we'll be able to get into that, and I'll be able to elaborate more. But I really kind of get that vibe with this. Not so much the really creepy vibe, but, you know, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. And if anybody has played Arkham Asylum and they played this game and kind of throughout, you'll kind of see my point. But yeah, I was very, very impressed with Monstropolis. And I like the new Nobody designs. I like how they, you know, they kind of, you know, they look like monsters, but, you know, they're still very, you know, threatening in their design. Oh yeah, I like this bit right up here.
Gotta send her home right now, or so help me! So help me! So help me!
So
I love that line. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Oh hey, it's a musical.
Instead. It turns out laughter is 10 times more powerful.
Kitty!
And we never figured it out without Boo.
Cool.
Our ship's powered by laughter, too. Guess we've got that in common.
So was the laughter machine.
Very
Come on,
true.
I am not.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you could definitely tell that this picks up after the first movie because since they changed it to the laugh floor, you know, there's balloons everywhere, there's confetti, you know, it's the laugh floor.
Unversed are back.
And I like that attention to detail.
Look! There's Boo's door! Go get Boo!
We'll have to play another time, Boo. You stay here.
Yeah, I would think, you know, I mean, again, I'm kind of glad that they just, like, give Boo, like, you know, tell Boo to hide just because, you know, that way we don't have to focus on protecting her. We can really just focus on having the fun combat. And I think that was a really smart decision for this. Otherwise, this world could have been a major pain in the ass. The one thing that's actually really great about this world is coming up later, they're actually going to give us, like, I think maybe 1 or 2 opportunities to really gain some experience and do some level grinding. I don't show that. I don't think I showed off here in this episode. But whenever I'm not recording and I'm playing this, like, I'll actually stay behind a little bit during certain parts, and I'll grind for experience because they give you that opportunity where just constant unverse just keep popping up, and you can keep fighting when more come up, and it's a great way to grind for experience. Yeah, that's so cool.
Right here!
Nice.
Grab onto the door when you're ready.
Got it.
I think I show off a couple of hidden Mickeys here. I can't...
I wonder
Yeah, I do.
where flew off to.
This one I didn't know, but if you keep on attacking this thing, it's like a little Easter egg for like Pixar movies. There's a hidden Mickey hidden right underneath it. You kind of just have to keep on whacking that thing and hope to God it doesn't get anywhere near the hidden Mickey. Otherwise, you have to keep whacking it away. And then if you head all the way down this way, in one of the little office areas, you'll find there's a piece of paper attached to a billboard, and it's got a hidden Mickey on it. I think it's like right up. No, I'm going too far. Oh, there's a treasure chest. I think it's right.
Hey,
There it is.
let's see.
Yeah, a little harder one, but you know, it's there.
Nice picture, Sora.
Thank you, Goofy. I'm a master at taking selfies. Alrighty, let's go hunt down Boo's door.
Ready.
Now we kind of shift back towards something we did in Olympus with the rail sliding, but this time we're going to be sliding door sliding.
Boo, hold on. Don't want you to get hurt.
What the hell is that?
I just got a great idea.
Uh-oh, Randall! How'd he get out of the swamp? A mystery that we will find out later. Yeah, I mean, at this point with how I'm making these videos, I'm just going to stop apologizing for my lack of upload time just because I'm ending the end. I'm getting towards the end of my semester, and I get so. And I currently went back to work, and I'm just exhausted from work and whatnot that I just keep forgetting. But I am going to keep to my promise. This series will be finished, recorded, and uploaded before I head out to Florida for you guys. So don't worry. I'm holding true to that promise. I'm not going to let you guys down there. Now for this next section, we're just going to be literally sliding around and then just dodging Heartless until we get to a certain point where we'll jump off and head to another spot. And then when Heartless create little lightning walls, you'll need to use the reaction command to get away. You're not really going to get much of experience from these guys, but you want to make sure you eliminate them because then they can be really annoying.
It's offline! We have to power it up!
Now, this is one of the first things that I was telling you about. So what's going to happen is you have to keep on defeating Unversed and Heartless to fill up Boo's laugh meter. And then after you fill it up completely, you'll be able to use a certain reaction command to end the battle. Otherwise, you can literally just keep on grinding Heartless to your heart's content, and Unversed. Actually, no, you know what? I think in this area it's just Heartless. So as you can see, every time we defeat Heartless, the meter will go up. But then again, you don't have to trigger the reaction command. You can just keep on fighting Heartless. And I think I actually do it just for this part, just because I think I had enough time. And also because I knew where I was going to do my stop point for this recording. So I think I just, because I'm only at 4,000 XP left, so I think I just go ahead and just get to that level up just because I can. Now, if her meter is red, don't really fret about it. Just keep on destroying the Heartless, and then you got nothing to worry about. Don't let that bother you. Unless you're really just not defeating the Heartless, and then you're just letting it go down. Then you're screwed. And this is the finish move for the Frozen Keyblade, and I like it. It looks really cool. Scream Strike. Okay, so now we have the opportunity to use the reaction command Scream Strike, which will gather up all of the Heartless or whatever enemy is presented to you, and then you'll use Mike as a bowling ball to take him out once and for all. But yeah, I don't really do that just yet, just because I'm just going for that little extra experience. And you're not on a time limit too, so again, you can just go for experience and get stronger. But Scream Strike is actually really cool when it happens. I like how they turn Mike into a bowling ball. I think that's really hilarious. I like when he uses the frozen Keyblade, he turns green. I think that's neat. Okay, almost there. I just want to get that level up. I promise this is the only time I'm going to do this because there's plenty of opportunities to easily grind for experience during like story missions, but I think this is the only time I do it just because specifically for this playthrough I don't want to waste your guys' time. But since I kind of I'm going to end this episode a little bit early on the early side, I decided to grind for experience just because I could. And then just to let you guys know that you can do that. And now with Boo's laughter, the door is powered up, so let's get a move on.
Whose door?
Ready? It's time to hitch another ride.
Cool.
What's that ability I just unlocked here? I can't remember. Alright. Not bad of an ability. So now we're going to be doing the rail side just one more time. As we hunt for Boo's door. God, just like even looking at this play in the game, like this particular environment always like gave me just like maybe a little uneasy, just because I guess I've got to. I'm okay with heights, but just seeing something like if I was in this situation, I would be terrified.
There's Boo's door!
Nope.
Whoa, whoa!
Yeah, you're lucky you landed on a rail. Otherwise, you'd be dead, son. Yeah, it's just they always send the little heartless with the elements that really just like knock you on your ass. And you have to be like really careful, otherwise they just keep on nicking you back and forth. But these sequences don't go too long, so you really don't have to worry about it. I think we fight Heartless again. Yeah, we're going to continue fighting Heartless, but the door's already powered up, so we don't have to fight Boo. So this is just eliminate all the Heartless, then you move on. So nothing to really worry about here. But even then, just trying to get Boo to laugh is not that big a deal, and you really have nothing to worry about. And then down over this way, we have another hidden Mickey.
Let's see.
So there's another one down.
Boo's door should be right around here somewhere.
Everybody here.
This door should take us right back to the lab floor.
In actuality, that door does not take you back to the lab floor, just as an FYI.
I bet we'll find some ingredients around here.
Yeah, once you actually board the door from the lab floor, you can't get back. There's no other way to get back to the lab floor. You're just kind of trapped in that spot. Well, at least we got Boo home safely, so thank you everybody so much. Wait, what? Oh. Now, this is one of the instances coming up where I would definitely agree with, like, the mass vote here. I don't think that the guy that they got to voice Randall did a really good job. He sounds... It's not Steve Buscemi. It doesn't sound like Steve Buscemi. It actually almost sounds like Jesse McCartney trying to sound evil when you think about it. Like,
Who cares? All that matters is that it's the last turn that you losers are ever gonna take.
Honestly, to me, it sounds like Jesse McCartney trying to sound evil, and it just doesn't work.
By force. He used to be Boo's scarer.
How did you even get back here? The door we sent you through is sawdust.
Very true.
Yeah, and I almost got turned into somebody's wallet. Lucky for me, a real nice guy came along and fixed the door. So here I am. And starting today, I'm numero uno, top of the leaderboard, baby.
I'm just not buying that voice actor. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, it's okay, but I mean, I could tolerate Woody,
Who said anything about collecting laughs?
but
I'm
this
after
could have been a
negative
little bit better.
emotions. And my new friends have kindly invaded the factory to get them for me.
So essentially now Randall has taken over the entire
Negative
Monsters Inc.
emotions?
factory, and he's like sending Unversed all over the place, and he's like tearing it up and destroying it. And that's what kind of like gets me into that feeling of like Arkham Asylum, because it's like with Joker taking over the asylum and now everything's gone to
Once
shit.
Junior torts his last chortle, you've got to start over. But negative energy, especially sadness, give him something that.
But his design though for
breaks
this
their
game looks
hearts,
really, really impressive.
and they'll
I
stay sad forever.
he looks great.
You'll never have to worry about energy again.
We're not gonna let you hurt anyone like that.
Huh?
Not you or your little unversed helpers.
Just try and stop me. You'll see soon enough. I am gonna be a legend around this place. Now, consider your careers officially over.
What?
And that goes for the rest of you, too.
Hey! Where'd he go?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up on the end of this episode. Another short one, I apologize, but next one's going to be a real long one. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all had a really good day today. I'm going to try. I mean, I'm just putting these videos out there when I can. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. We have to figure out how to
We can take care of Randall.
get Randall and stop him from destroying the factory. See you guys next time.
Enjoy what's left of your miserable lives.
We've got to get out of the factory.
Back off! Back off! Back off!
Hey! What's with the machines? They've gone totally bonkers! There's no way we can take Boo through here safely.
This must be what Randall meant by improvements.
Nothing we can't handle.
Yep.
Sully, maybe you and Mike should take Boo someplace that's safe.
Right.
If you find a contraption controlling those things and smash it, that should do the trick.
Oh, I see a machine up there in the cage past the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah. Heal. Yeah.
Coast is clear. Go!
Yeah, well, that was just a warm-up. The real fun's just starting.
Let's see. Nice.
Surprise, losers! You're so
Heal!
I gotta say, revenge is sweet.
Great! The power's out again!
Okay, we know what to do. Gotta find... Bingo!
Huh?
Mike? How's that supposed to help? That's good.
Yep, take it away.
Nice try, Mike.
What?
I'm not doing this
Wait.
alone.
Hey, you, not me. Come on. Sully. Whoa. No, stop. Sully. Not what I had in mind.
Oh! Oh! It's on! Nice work, guys! Yeah! Yeah! Let's see. Yes!